If you're in a relationship and you are fearing the worst, not based on anything that he or she's doing, but in your own head and your own insecurity, and you really fear that they're going to leave you or cheat on you or that they don't love you or they're, whatever it is that you're fearing, and you're playing that out in your head and you're running all those scenarios and you're, rejecting them before they get a chance to reject you, you're the one that's manifesting that fear and creating exactly what it is that you're afraid of. If you know that you have a lot of fear and anxiety and that you have a hard time trusting people and you really think the worst, you awfulize, right? Or you catastrophic thinking, that you go to the worst, you have to think the worst so that if it happens, you're prepared for it, right? Because I get a lot of clients that deal with that. Your own thoughts will very possibly and most likely create exactly what it is that you fear, because we are what we think we are, and it definitely creates, our thoughts create our feelings and then also our behavior. So be really careful what you think. If you have to, really think of it like magical thinking, and that by thinking some horrible thing that's going to happen to your relationship, you're going to create that, because there's a really good chance that you are going to create that. Our thoughts create our feelings, and then we behave according to how we think. And you might not even be recognizing it. It's completely subconscious that you're responding to your horrible thought about what you thought might happen. And then he or she doesn't really know what you're thinking, but they recognize that you're distant or that you're not present with them. And they'll read into it whatever they fear, right? That's the sad thing. We're all insecure on some level, right? So if you're now in your own head thinking, oh wow, she doesn't really like me, she doesn't really want to be with me, or he doesn't really want to be with me, then what they're probably thinking back is that you don't really like them. And if you do, then you're creating this problem where there isn't any. You really need to be empowered and positive with your thoughts. Don't go running off and fantasizing about your future together. I'm not saying that. But do not also think of all the negative things that could happen. It's really unhealthy and it's sabotaging your relationship. And if you need to think of it like magical thinking, then go ahead and think about that. All the negative things that you are thinking, all your fears, all the things that you're hoping that you want to head off and you just want to be prepared for, so that's why you're thinking about it, stop. You're making it happen because it's in your consciousness and it's in your behavior. And he or she is absolutely reading that there's something wrong and they're going to pull away from you. And if that's not what you want, then you need to stop thinking negative things. Stay in today, think positive, happy thoughts, and enjoy the stuff that you really like about this relationship and focus on that.